Hey guys, it's Damak here and welcome back to a brand new video. Today we are here for part 10 of my F1 2016 career mode, and we have a new part fitted to the car to engine power the crankshaft, which improves the power by +8 brake horsepower. So that's good for the car. If you missed last episode, I would go watch it right now. There'll be a link in the top right of your screen right now. And if you did see that, that was a beautiful ending. We just edged Hamilton out. Second place it was for us in a beautiful weekend, an amazing weekend in Austria. And as you can see there in the news feed, Williams have got two upgrades to the car. So as we go into the research and development, we have jumped Haas in the performance comparison, and Williams are up to third. So we're going to try and save up for probably a chassis weight or a downforce upgrade for the next race. So we come to finish our lap here, and we've got a purple score. Okay, so qualifying goals for the weekend: qualify 19th place or higher, make sure I qualify above Roman Grosjean and beat Nazar.
It's a Saturday afternoon here at Silverstone, and that means it's time for today's qualifying. Enjoy the action.
So we're hoping to get through qualifying one straight away with just this lap. Now, Britain's not my best track, even though it is my home circuit, really. I'm not the best at it, but hopefully this qualifying lap will put me into Q2 with just the first try. Coming through the final corner now, we're on a bit wide. That's third place. So it's end of qualifying one, and my teammate has just got edged out by a 10th. Nico Rosberg tops qualifying one. We're leaving it late in Q2, so we've only left ourselves time to set 2 laps in qualifying 2, and hopefully the first time we can get through anyway. So we've also been moved up to #1 driver in Sauber, so I can see why after we've made it into another Q2 performance. Coming to end our lap now. It's nearly the back end. And we're coming around the line now, and that's P1. I think we're through to Q3 then, as we set P1 in the second qualifying session. I don't know if that's going to last in P1 or it's going to be put down to P2, but that's pretty good. I'm happy with that. We've left it late in Q3 once again, as we're going to start our only lap here in qualifying 3. We might be able to get another one in if we don't do this one pretty well, but it seems to be okay. But there seems to be traffic coming out ahead of us. It's Lewis Hamilton coming out ahead of us, so down in front of him. That's lost us a load of time. Right, okay, so as we're coming down now to start our final lap in Q3, we've only got 40 seconds left off this session. We backed out of the other lap that we were on because of Lewis Hamilton coming out the pits right in front of us. So let's see where this lap can put us now. So we're 10th down on Verstappen. Coming around the final corner now, and we go, what is that? P4. P4 for the British Grand Prix. For my home Grand Prix, I'm happy with that. So just look at how close these times were in the final session. Lewis Hamilton, Ricciardo and myself separated by 1/100th of a second. Okay, so I'm starting in P4, and the team want me to finish higher than 15th place, and they want me to beat Nazar. Okay, sorted. Surely I've got that in the bag starting P4, unless I retire, of course.
We're right back where it all began. The very first World Championship Grand Prix was held here at Silverstone in 1950, with Giuseppe Farina taking the top step of an all-Alfa Romeo podium. He earned 9 championship points that day on his way to the inaugural title. His winning total at the season's end, just 30 points. My, how times have changed. So let's see who can reach the top step of the modern podium today. Straddling the border of Northamptonshire and Buckinghamshire, the 18 corners of the Silverstone circuit form the 3.6-mile beating heart of Formula One. It's been reinvented over the years, with Turn 1 now the fast right-hander of Abbey, along with 2 DRS zones on the Wellington and Hanger Straights respectively. But the magic of racing is as strong here as it's ever been.
Welcome to a sunny Silverstone here today. Looking at the race strategy, the forecast looks very dry, to be honest. With British weather, you never know what's going to happen. So we're going for the high tire management route because it's quicker, but this obviously changed. It's not my set strategy, so yeah, we're going to put some more fuel in the car and let's head out to the grid. As we're waiting on the grid here for the cars to line up. Last race I started P6, and after that race I got promoted to the first driver in Sauber F1 team. As we're waiting for the Renaults to round off the grid now. As here we are, we've got the lights illuminating above us now. 4, there's 5 red lights. And it's lights out, and away we go here in Britain. And it's a the lights were kept very long there, as we've got an average start. And it's Hamilton who takes the lead just past Verstappen there. Coming up to turn 1, it's all cars filtering through the first few turns. We're going to try we move up Ricardo. And we have seemed to get that move done up into turn 3 now. Or turn 4, sorry, I can't really remember the corner numbers. But anyway, we're in third behind Verstappen in front of Ricardo. A very positive start here for our home Grand Prix. Seemed to got a run there, nearly looking for a move up the inside of Verstappen. There's obviously 26 laps in this race, so the race isn't always won in lap 1, but we seem to be making a move up the inside of Max Verstappen now. And is he going to keep it? I think he is. He might be able to get it back. No, he doesn't. He slots into the slipstream behind us. And he's going for the attack on another lap, it seems. There seems to be a crash behind us. I've gone on the curb there because I'm not really looking. I'm looking at the map. There's somebody crashed off back there. I do not know who that is. As here's a replay of the start of the British Grand Prix. We're sitting in P4 on the grid. The lights were held for a long time. They finally went out, and it was Lewis Hamilton who jumped Max Verstappen and got into P1. Pascal Wehrlein also got off to an amazing start in the back there. As coming through turn 1 and turn 2, we kept P4, but into turn 3 we made a very bold move up the inside of Daniel Ricciardo, and we did make it stick, and that was us up into position 3. There was a crash at the back of the field, as we seen on the minimap, and we are closely following Nico Hulkenberg as he's trying to make a move on Jensen Button. He went up the inside, there was no space there. He's way faster than Jensen coming through the old turn 1, and he smashed into the wall. Luckily he didn't retire from the race, so he's able to carry on. Going a bit slow on the exit there, nearly losing it as we come around the final corner. And now Max Verstappen is on the back of us as we start lap 3 of the race. Hamilton seems to have pulled away, and it's a British 1-2 here for our home Grand Prix, but it's not the way I want it to be. But unfortunately I'm in a Sauber and he's in a Mercedes, so what really do you expect? Anyway, Max Verstappen, is he going to make a move at the end of this DRS straight? I think he's looking at it. We're going to go in the middle of the track. Max Verstappen's going around the outside. We're just going to hold it and push him a bit wide. We've run wide here, but we get the exit compared to him, I think. He nearly hits us as he comes round that corner. Okay, so Hamilton's into the pits. We are coming into the pits as well. It's a very slow pit lane, 37 miles an hour, and Ricciardo's right on the back of us now. I have a feeling the Red Bull's going to overtake us now in the pit lane. Oh, we didn't hold up Hamilton. We're not close enough to hold him up. But I think Red Bull are going to jump us because Red Bull seem to be faster. Yes, they have jumped us. And unfortunately, we're behind Daniel Ricciardo now. So all we need to hope now is that we can beat Max Verstappen and everyone at the pits. Wait, why is Bottas down in 20th place? What has happened to Valtteri Bottas now? Is there going to be a car gap between me and Ricciardo? No, there is not. Have we undercut Rosberg and Verstappen? I don't think we have. We haven't undercut Rosberg, but can we get Rosberg as he's exiting the pits? No, we cannot. That is very unfortunate. So on the back of Nico Rosberg coming down to the old turn 1, up the inside, onto the grass a bit, but we've kept it. And that's slowed him down a bit, and he may get overtaken by Bottas. Wow. Rosberg is right on the back of me now, as we head through Maggots and Beckett's. Now on the hanger straight, Rosberg's going to the inside. We're forcing him a bit, but it's not enough. And Nico Rosberg's passed us and up into 3rd place. And now we've gone around the outside of Nico Rosberg. He's tapped us. Now we've had to go off the track. We've come on, nearly smashed into Bottas, who's going to come into the pits. And now Vettel side by side with us. We squeeze Vettel out wide. And wow, that was mad. Okay guys, starting lap 10 and Raikkonen's on the back of me now. Raikkonen's giving us a wee tap coming up to turn 1. And can I just say, we've got to change of strategy. I think I might just keep it like this. I don't think we'll be able to get 3rd from Rosberg again. I think we'll just be dropping and dropping down the field. But I guess that's what you get when you're in a Sauber so high up against Ferraris and Red Bulls and Mercedes cars. And now Raikkonen's going to be all over me on this straight. We're going to go to the inside. Raikkonen's give us another tap. On the inside, Verstappen's going to be making a move as well. We've gone a bit deep, locked the tyres, and we've still kept position 4 of this race so far. But there's about 17 laps to go, including this one, there's 17 laps to go. So hopefully we can get at least a top 6 finish. As Raikkonen's back on me again. He's going to go to the inside of this corner. No, he's not, but he's made me run wide. The pressure makes me run wide. It's a bit slower. And I've got both Ferraris on me, but I seem to be quicker than all the AI cars through this section here. But they seem to catch up at the end, but we've run wide. We have run wide. And now Raikkonen's on the back of me now, coming down to the hanger straight. He goes to the inside. I think that's it for Kimi Raikkonen. Vettel's going to the inside as well. He's going to try and sneak his way right the inside as well. And we've just gone back around Kimi Raikkonen now. We're not going to use the engineer. I'm going to misclick that. We've gone to the grass a bit there. That's lost us a bit more time. And Nico Hülkenberg has been disqualified. Nico Hülkenberg has been disqualified and the virtual safety car is out. Okay guys, so I just paused to see why he got disqualified and he went the wrong way apparently. So I don't know what he's done here. But that's him there. Nico Hülkenberg. I don't know what he's done. Okay guys, so as Nico Hülkenberg was coming round to go into the first DRS straight, the game encountered a bit of a glitch. As he came round, he went past the DRS line, he just got put back, and then he was flying for a second in the pit box, and then he got put down on the road, and he just got disqualified. So I don't know what's happened, but there's a bit of a glitch in the game there. Vettel and Verstappen gone past me in the hang straight here. We're coming into the pits at the end of this lap. And we just made it in there. But it's end of lap 12 and their tyres are shot. We're coming into the pits for a set of hard tyres. So we're out of the pits now, lap 13, halfway through the race. We're out in P14. Just behind Bottas and just in front of Julian Palmer now. So we need to overtake Bottas as fast as we can. Trying to go to the inside now as we've dived up the inside of Valtteri Bottas into the penultimate chicane. Well, the chicane anyway. Max Verstappen's out of the race. What has happened to Max Verstappen? What's happened? We were racing him before we made the pit stop, and we were trying to race him out of the pit to undercut him. I don't know what's happened to him, but he's out of the race as we're coming to the yellow flag section now. There he is, he's parked off to the side. Maybe an engine failure was the cause of his retirement. We're right behind Danny Kvyat now. Can we make a move? Coming down the hanger straight now. We've got DRS, we're in fuel mix 3, rich mix, and we're going to the inside to pass Danny Kvyat, and that's a simple move up the inside. But is Danny Kvyat going to come back at me now? He's on the faster tyre, so I don't see how he can't. So as Max Verstappen was in P4 coming down to the old turn 1 with the two Ferraris behind him. He came round and his engine just blew up and he was quick to pull over and retire from the race, but that's unfortunate from Max Verstappen. There are people in the pits. Is it Rosberg and one of the Ferraris, and have we been able to do the undercut on them? No, we have not. I don't believe. Oh, the Ferrari of I don't know what Ferrari that is, but he's overcut us here. So we've struggled as we've come out the pits, and we've been overcut by one of the Ferraris. I believe that must have been Rosberg that was out before him in the pits. Unless we've been overcut by both the Ferraris, which I don't believe so. It's coming up behind Pascal Wehrlein now. Believe Wehrlein has a problem with his car, so it should be easy to overtake. He's gone off the racing line, but he comes back on. We're just going to sneak up the inside of Wehrlein. And it is Vettel that's overcut us. Vettel has overcut us, and that's a problem now, because Raikkonen probably will too. There's someone in the pits right now. We've nearly lost it coming over the curb there. Clipped the curb and we've nearly lost it. And we are in 7th position as both the Ferraris have overcut us now. Both of them. Plus Rosberg. So we're in 7th place. Okay, so it's lap 19, and we seem to be catching up to Sebastian Vettel a few tenths per lap, about 4 tenths per lap. He's 2.4 seconds ahead of us right now, so we should be on the back of him by the end of the race, I'd say. Okay, so we've got DRS on Sebastian Vettel, and it's 7 tenths between us, but my front left tyre does not look very good. It's on 59%, so I don't think we'll be able to make it to the end without a puncture. It's now got up to 61, so we may have to come in and set another tyre, set the soft tyre, because I don't think these tyres will make it to the end. Coming down on the hanger straight now. We're right behind Sebastian Vettel, but we are going to pit in this lap, as we've made it past Sebastian Vettel, but our tyres will not make it to the end of the race, as Massa's slowing down the guy behind Vettel, so that means once we're out the pits on the softs, we'll be able to easily catch Massa. But we're into the pits on lap 23. Massa's gone very slow, so I think Massa's got a puncture actually, which makes it even better. Massa's coming into the pits. Yes, he is. So that makes it even better. So the guy that we next have to chase is Alonso. He's just coming around the final corner now. So it's easier for us to get up ahead. As we have 3 laps to catch Fernando Alonso, who's just gone past the first, just turn 2 and come up to turn 3 now. But will Perez get past us as well? Yes, he will. Perez will get past us. So we have to get 2 cars to get back up to where we were. Fresh boot of soft tyres. At least we can get 7th place by passing Perez here. So right on the back of Sergio Perez now. Gonna make a move up into the old turn 1. And that's us done the move on Sergio Perez. Rosberg just sets the fastest lap of the race. So we are 7.8 seconds behind Fernando Alonso. We are 7.8 seconds behind Alonso with 2 laps to go. So there's 1 lap to go. Last lap, we've just hit the fastest lap of the race, and we've got 5.1 seconds to catch up to Alonso. I don't think it can be done, to be honest. That's 2.6 seconds that we caught up there. I don't think we can catch up to Alonso this lap. This is your final lap of the race. .2 seconds now to Alonso. As we're blazing it through these few corners here at Maggots and Beckett's section, but I don't think it's enough as we come down the hanger straight now, and we're only 2.9 seconds behind Alonso. I don't think we can get him, so we're breaking up at the top of the hill, coming down into the chicane now. I think we've tried our hardest, but we have not been able to catch Fernando Alonso, and we come across the line in 7th place, 6 points to add to our tally, but there was still so close to getting Alonso. One more lap and we would have got him.
A great win then for the Mercedes team today. Anthony, what do you think made the difference here?
It was a question of right place, right time today. We were looking at an entirely different race.
As I say that, we can see the drivers coming out now to collect their trophies. It's yet more silverware to take back to their base in Brackley after another excellent Grand Prix.
So Lewis Hamilton wins his home Grand Prix with Daniel Ricciardo and Nico Rosberg following on the podium. We had an okay result in 7th, you know, it was fine. We set the fastest lap by 9/10, so I guess that's a positive to take from it. As we scroll down the rest of the standings, our teammate finished in 19th place, basically second last if you take away Max Verstappen and Nico Hülkenberg. So Lewis Hamilton retakes the lead of the drivers' standings, overtaking his teammate Nico Rosberg. Daniel Ricciardo is in 3rd place. That's the really main battle there. The top 3, Hamilton, Rosberg and Ricciardo, all separated by 13 points. Anyway, Valtteri Bottas overtakes Max Verstappen in the standings as they draw level on points. We are in 8th place right now, 7 points behind Bottas and Verstappen. So you never know, we could overtake them coming to the next race in Germany. I believe it is anyway. Going down to the bottom of the standings, it is my teammate and both Renaults that have not scored this season. So Mercedes obviously are dominating the constructor standings by 113 points over Red Bull. Ferrari are in 3rd, Williams are in 4th. Our team, Sauber, are doing well, thanks to me obviously. I'm not trying to boast here, but Nasser hasn't scored any points, so all my points are there for Sauber. We're in 5th place, and the only team that hasn't scored yet is Renault, with 0. So after that race in Silverstone then, we're going to get an upgrade. It's going to be the chassis weight, so we get an advantage in weight without compromising engine performance or the cooling. So let's select that upgrade, and we're going to be developing that. I don't know if we'll get it by next weekend in Germany, but we'll just have to wait and see. So as the sun is setting here in Silverstone, this is the end of the video. I hope you guys did enjoy this race. I really did enjoy racing it for once anyway. So I hope you guys have a wonderful day. Please like and subscribe for more Formula 1 career mode, and I'll see you guys next time.